5 people on. What's up, people? Be sure to share our page. We're coming on with you all soon. We're getting everything up here. We're getting everything up. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you all for coming on. Rock with us. Rock with us.
That's not a fast beat. That's kind of like a mellow kind of like chill. Got just do it like a little. What's up, Shan? Shan in the house.
Shanterica, what's up, sis?
In the fun city of Monroe.
Anthony Bodie, you might as well drop off, man. We've been trying to catch you forever, man. Just drop off, Anthony. Let me check this out here. Get back in. Oh, for one, she in the wrong thing. They logged to the wrong one. That's what it is.
So go ahead and share with your friends, share with your families, share with your frenemies, and let them know, hey, Dr. A hand is in my face while he typing and I was talking. So as we're warming up, go ahead and get your share on. Because tonight we're talking about familiarity. See how you just were so familiar with me? He just started texting and typing while I'm talking all this.
Getting everything set up.
Kathy just says how she misses you out.
Hello, we miss you too as well. Be sure to share with everyone, family. We're coming on here just a little bit, getting everything set up. Giving people time to come on. All right. We got YouTube on. It's healthy. We up. YouTube Live, we on. Facebook Live, we on. Let's go! We are on time. What's up? Aaron Stockton, thank you. Be sure to share. We're going to give it a few minutes. Come on in. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Evening.
What you drink?
Marriage Enhancement. I need my Gatorade over there, so I need it. Ariana, can you come and bring my Gatorade, please? I know you on. I need my Gatorade so I can have something to drink.
Our assistants are coming.
Sound like I'm still.
Our assistants are coming. We got 5 people. Who else is on?
Who all on? What's up, family? Thank you all for joining.
Please share tonight. We're going to be talking about familiarity.
Are you too familiar with your family? You always come in town.
He's going to be out.
When I'm out. Hopefully you'll get your flights together soon. I'm out for the whole week. That's okay, bro. Thank you for logging in anyway, man. I know you're probably somewhere courtside with some tickets, enjoying yourself, man. We're definitely here. Rock to the beat with us. Thank you, my lovely girl. I don't need you. You just slide it right here. Just slide it right here. Thank you.
She's trying to get some camera time in the slide.
Thank you. Peace.
We got 2 young hippies in the back. Talk about familiarity on.
We're going to give it a few minutes before we
share.
Be sure to share with your friends. We're coming in.
Share.
I think you can swipe to the left and share with your friends. Let people know that you're here. Just got home with the family. Enjoy your family, man. Always. Enjoy your fam. Alright, I'm going to put my finger right here a little bit. Oh, the camera's on the other side. Alright, so I can do it from here. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. Yeah, come on in. Marriage Enhancement, nothing like it. We're going to do life together, people. It's more than us just coming on here just rocking with you. But we want you to apply what we're giving you all. That's what's important. We're going to say marriage together. We're going to do life together. And we're going to make sure that we can protect our generation. What's up? Protect our generation. That's what we do.
Oh, I guess I need to learn how to share like that.
Yep. Be sure to share with your friends. Tag all your friends. Just tag everybody on your friend list and let them know that we on. Tag everybody. We got to get this word out to the world. And we can't do it by ourselves. Y'all come on in with us. Going to the Final Four. Well, my tickets are to the Final Four. Huh? Let me get my ticket to the Final Four. Are you going to jump on a bandwagon in North Carolina? Can y'all believe this is the very first year that I haven't had a chance to watch none of the March Madness? Not one game. Not a single portion. Not 1 second. Not 1 minute. What's up, Mr. Brian? Thank you for coming on.
So how much longer before you go into the topic?
We're going to give about 3 more minutes before we get started. Give people time to come in. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Can y'all say 3 minutes?
How was y'all week so far? Today is what, Tuesday?
Is today Tuesday?
Yeah.
Today is Tuesday.
We
come on Tuesday. It is almost April. It is almost April. What's up, Drew? John Williams. What's up? Homeboy from the Rose City. Good to see you, man. He is from Monroe. John Williams played football with me. It's my guy. It's been a long time. He used to be my barber, too, as well. You can't cut this hair no more, John.
So are you the reason his hair look like this?
John Williams used to cut my hair.
Are you the
my
reason?
barber. Nah, he used to hook me up. Every week.
I might need to come find you. Dr. Eric.
John, do you still cut hair, man? John Williams. Do you still cut hair, man? You probably way past that age now, man.
All right, Doctor.
All right, 2 more minutes. We're going to get started. 2 more minutes. It's 7:07. 7:09. We're going to get started here. Be sure to share it there. Dr. Eric, thank you for joining, my friend. Great to see you, man. Great to see you.
I can watch you. I have to go into the live thing first.
No, you just have to share. Go back.
Yes, I do. I do.
There you go.
See?
Invite friends. And share with the whole world. For sure. You still cutting hair, John? I guess that's that extra money, man. That's how I made my money in college. The whole 4 years cutting hair. Miss Brandy. What's up, lady? All right, sis. How are you? I see you be teaching that word, girl. Keep it up. Keep doing that thing. Show people how kings and queens supposed to live. Thank you for coming in. Our topic for tonight, and I didn't put it on my title. Are you too familiar with your mate? That's what we're going to talk about tonight. Last time, we want to talk about this, and we end up going on the money. Ashton Phillips, what's up, bro? How are you, man? Thank you for coming in. We started talking about money, and we end up going the whole hour about money. Queen Life, I like that. That's a t-shirt you got to make. Queen Life, King Life. Y'all see she busting a t-shirt. All right. 1 more minute. Be sure to share with your followers, share with your friends, let them know that Dr. A and Dr. C, we're here. We're rocking. We hype. We love to build marriages together. She'll be excited when it's time to build marriages together. Tell the world we're here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right. Thank you all. Miss Cecil Brown, Miss Celie, how you say that?
Looks like Cecil.
Miss Brown, Zaria, what's going on, lady? Thank you for coming in.
Or Cecilia.
So tonight,
a bigger tablet or something, because that'd be.
It's too small for it. We have to do it on. I could have done it on my tablet.
Yeah.
It'd have been a whole lot easier, but too late now. We're not going to switch over. So, but anyway, tonight it's a great night. We're going to talk about, are you too familiar with your mate? But before we get started, for those of you all that may have never came on to our Facebook Live, we come on every second, every fourth Tuesday of the month. And what JD funded, what's going on, man? Were you in Japan somewhere? We got people calling in from Japan. What's going on? But for those of you all that may not know, my name is Dr. A. This is my gorgeous wife. Look at my African queen. You see, I see my wife here, but she looking good. You look good.
Gotta switch it up from time to time.
She's switching up.
If y'all know me, y'all know I switch it up quite often.
But I get a new wife every 2 months. What's going on? I get a new wife every 2 months. That's good. But look, my name is Dr. A. This is my lovely wife, Dr. C. And we have the privilege and the honor of being great pastors of NowU Know Life Church right here in the city of Katy, Texas, on the west side. And we are doing things progressively. We have a house full of people that love the King, a house full of people that understand that we are not here to live life alone. And we have built our ministry based off of the bottom foundation that you were never meant to do life alone. And we are here. He said he in Yokosuka, Japan. I see you, man. Yokosuka, Japan. Man.
Did you pronounce that right?
What's going on, Alicia? Hey, lady. Good to see you.
Thank you. You know it runs well in our genes.
Yeah, she get it from me. But we are here in Katy. If you know anybody in Katy, or if you know anybody in Richmond, Rocheron, the south side, west side of Houston, anywhere close to this surrounding area that's looking for a progressive ministry that's outside of the box. They're tired of religion because it don't work. They want to understand what is a king, what is a king, what's a king, and what's a queen,
Get it right,
and how
get it
to
right.
live the life of a kingdom citizen. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to one of my mentors this morning. Miss Lachelle, how you doing, lady? I was listening to one of my mentors this morning, and he was talking about how America now, they are really redefining what is a Christian. People are looking at what is a Christian so many different ways now to where it doesn't really have a powerful effect. But let me give you all some news. Let's live above it. Let's not worry about trying to be Christians, but let's live and be kingdom citizens. Kingdom citizen, you're not afraid of no religion. You're not afraid of what nobody say. You're not afraid what's going on. But you know that who we serve, you can't stop us because of what we do. So, but tonight, we just love to come on. This is something that I'm excited to do. My wife and I, we've been doing this for how long now?
I don't know.
About 3 years, 4 years now. But it's been a while. We went on this journey to destroy marriages. Destroy divorce. Destroy divorce. No, I'm not.
Slow down. You're talking too fast. You're getting excited.
All right.
You're getting all excited, running like you got somewhere to go.
I'm always excited to see you all. So, all right, I'm so loud.
Because we can't do a retake here. This is live. This is like we can't cut and be like, okay.
Can't cut that. No, I'm not destroying marriages. We are healing and we're solidifying marriages.
Solidifying? Oh,
okay.
It's going to be
solidifying marriages.
I need to write down. Y'all, let's write down
all right, so,
all the words.
Look, all right, anyway, I can make up my own words. Every word in the dictionary was made up by somebody.
Solidified.
Everybody,
word for tonight.
Every word that's in a dictionary was made up. So how do you know it's right? Solidified is a word.
You didn't say solidified.
I did. I said solidified marriage. Solidified is a word.
Google, solidify.
Solidify. Look it up. While she's looking up solidify, which I know is a word. Every word in the Bible, every word in the dictionary was made up anyway. So
solidify? Yes.
No, solidify.
Solidify is a Dr. A's dictionary. Unless
you didn't spell it right. You spelled solid and you put
no,
Y.
No, I started talking.
You got to put a solidify. Told you.
No.
Look it up. See what it says.
Solidify.
That's solidify. SOLIDIFY. You can say solidify. I'm gonna say solidify. That's my word. All right. Hashtag solidify. All right. So anyway,
maybe that was for you because he injected
energy. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta have the energy to be on here because you gotta be solidified. Solidified.
Yeah,
say solidified. That's okay. That's a real word. Hashtag solidified marriages.
Specifically
solidified marriages. You gotta solidify marriage.
Okay, so what is your definition of solidified?
Solidified marriage means you are building a great construction around something. Solidified. We're gonna put that on Webster. We know people that can put things in the Webster, right? If you know people. How you think every word got a if they got an Ebonics dictionary? How come they can't?
It's gonna be a Dr. A's version,
right? Dr. A version.
So
listen,
solidified.
Listen. Hey, Dr. Martin, how you doing, girl? Good to see you all. Listen, solidify is gonna be my word. I'm gonna make it my own word, so you all can start writing down all the words that we come up with. So solidify. We are solidifying marriage. I'm gonna teach on that Sunday.
That's
solidify.
why I guess it's good for me not to be familiar with you because you always changing your vocabulary.
You gotta change your vocabulary. I'm increasing my capacity. My phone send me a different word every day.
They didn't say you solidify.
Solidify. All right. Anyway.
They said you solidify to learn that.
Anyway. Y'all share with y'all friends. Y'all share with y'all friends and all y'all followers. And let them know what's going on. Yeah. She trying to correct me on my words because I know that solidify or solidify is not the right word to say.
I thought these were so cute.
All right, so let's jump into the message, babe. Let's jump into the message. Okay, let's go ahead. So it's 7:14. Familiarity.
We should have given everybody enough time to share and get on.
Get on. All right, so check this out. So what is being too familiar with your mate? What does that mean? Nadine Smith, what's going on, sis? What is being too familiar with your mate? What's up, Kenya? Be sure to share. Solidify. Hashtag solidify. Told you. That's my word. Hashtag solidified by Dr. A. That's my word.
His quote on Sunday.
It's going to be solidified. Solidified. Brand new word. So, but anyway, you distracted me. All right. So what does being too familiar with your mate mean? What does that mean? So when you first get married, just remember when you first met your mate. Y'all first fell in love. You first saw her, and he first saw you. Think about all of the things. Kirwan, what's going on, Ms. Woods? Good to see you on here. Just think about all the things that you used to do for each other when you first got married? I mean, you used to go all the way out. I mean, buying flowers all the time. You make sure if your car wasn't that best car, you clean your car. You make sure your breath is fresh. You make sure your hair is fresh. You make sure your clothes are fresh. You make sure that you set yourself up so tight so when she see you, she just automatically fall in love with you. That's one aspect of it. Another aspect of it is me being too familiar for who she is. So who is she in my life? What does she represent in my life? Why do I value her? So if you become too familiar with something, the value of that thing begins to decrease, and then you begin to no longer pay attention to it anymore. Just think about that first time you got that car. You got that car, you clean that thing all the way up, you shined it, you washed it every day. You probably wouldn't have got your monthly bill with Car Wash Express or somebody who can wash the car every day. But maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 months down the line, you didn't think anything else about that car. And that car is dirty, the carpet dirty, got dust all on it. You're not doing anything with it no more. Amazingly, that's a good word, amazingly, what happens is, that happens in our marriage every day. We are married, we're excited, we go down the aisle, we're excited, and we're doing everything to please each other. But after a few years, sometimes, after a few months, we become too familiar with that person, and all the things that we used to do, we don't do them no more. So now, the love that used to be there begins to fade. All of the excitement begins to fade. Some people, I had a mentor tell me one time, even Dr. Miles said this one time, that when you first get in love with a mate, it's really you adrenaline that person. It's a lot of adrenaline. It's real high. Your heartbeat, everything is going. But when the adrenaline leaves and then the emotions fall, now you got the realization of who this person really is. Some people say the curtains fall back. What's up, Derek and Mary King? Hey, you all. I know you all about to have another Mary and Derek King over there. Hopefully you all finna have that baby out there pretty soon, man. Thank you all for joining. Be sure to share it. So we're talking about being too familiar with your family. So what happens with this? So if we rank, why does divorce happen in many marriages? Some people can wrap it around and say, yeah, money is one thing. Some people can say, yeah, sex is one thing. But if you look at all of it, the reason why money and sex, all of these things cause divorce to happen is because in money, you become too familiar with your funds. You become too familiar with your mate. You become too familiar with what they bring to the table. Sex-wise, you could become too familiar with what you all do. You become too familiar. You're not doing the things that you used to take to make sure you can set the mood anymore. So then when that happens, familiarity begin to happen. Now you begin to spread apart from each other. When you begin to spread apart from each other, now the enemy knows that he can come in because that familiarity, the value that you had with your mate one time, that value has now disappeared and is now being minimized. And that's what happens to a lot of mates. So what we're trying to talk about tonight is how not to become too familiar with your mate, because it happens every single day. Some days, if you think about when you first got married, I used to come in and give my wife a kiss every single day. I still do that now when I come in from work. When I leave, I make sure I give her a kiss. Why did I give her that kiss? Because I valued my wife every single day. I valued what she brought to the table, and I wanted to make sure that I expressed my love to her at the highest level all the time so that she know that her love tank is always full. You want to add to that? You want to answer that?
You're doing well.
Okay, I'm doing well. Okay, so surprisingly, she being quiet. She normally talk and run her mouth a whole lot longer than I do, but she quiet enough. So we'll be okay. So that's the part that we want to get to. So we talked about, so why do marriages get bored? Okay? Why does marriages get bored? They get real bored real quick if you don't intentionally try to do things to make sure that your marriage is fun all the time. So what are some of the things that you can do to make sure that your marriage grows and that you're fun? Because most people we talk to, that they have issues, their marriage is bored. They go to work, they come in every day, they see their mate, they go to work, they come in. What's up, Sylvia, Dante? Thank you for coming in. But what happens when they go in? They go to work, they come home, they go out and pay bills every single day for a long time. And you don't have any excitement at all with your mate because you became too bored, because you became too familiar with your mate. So what are some of the things that we're going to give you some tips in reference to what we did to make sure that we keep that, what people say, that fire going in your marriage all the time, to where I'm excited to come home and see my wife every day. She's excited to see me come home every day, because we try to make sure that we don't become too familiar. You looking like that because you're hating. So how do you don't become too familiar with your mate? How did you not become too familiar with me?
How did I not become too familiar?
How did you not? That's a word. Not is in the dictionary. Become is in the dictionary. To is in the dictionary. With is in the dictionary. With me is in the dictionary. So I said, how did you not become too familiar with me in our marriage?
You're not going to be putting me on blast like this in front
I ain't putting you on blast. You're trying to mess with my words and solidify.
I'm trying to understand what you were saying. So what are some things that I did?
How did you not become too familiar with me?
So what am I doing to make sure I don't become familiar with you?
Right. And how did you always stay at a state to where you always call me Lord? She called me Lord. So go ahead and call me Lord.
You won't even let me answer. Like,
how do you keep calling your husband Lord?
Okay. So.
Call me Lord. Say Lord.
Yes, Lord.
All right, come on. Tell me, how do you do it for it? Go ahead.
Are you ready for me to speak?
Yeah, I'm ready for you to speak. Go ahead.
You should.
I am. Come on. You take too long. We got that long.
So, yes, I'm on. I'm multitasking. If y'all want to know why I'm quiet, because we got people texting me trying to figure out what's going on. We on live. You know, they're trying to get on YouTube. So I'm multitasking. Okay. I am the business face, helping.
Yeah,
look
go ahead.
The way he is. But one way that I do to try to make sure I don't get too familiar is I try to change it up. Because you first have to know your mate. Mm-hmm. And so I know I'm not married, but these are great tips. Y'all are the truth.
That's Cherie Payne. What's going on, lady? Really? Good. Thanks for coming on.
But I do. I try to switch it up as much as I can, and I try to watch his attitude and actions. You pretty much can tell if you're in a relationship. You pretty much can tell when the other person is not happy, or when you're not doing something right, because it seems like everything you're doing is wrong.
How you know when I'm not happy?
Because you get to acting like a baby.
Okay. What else?
Because that's why it tells you to know your own husband according to the knowledge of him. I understand him and his ways and his actions of when he's needing certain things, when he hadn't had certain levels of his life filled in certain capacities, because he's a big giant, but he's a gentle giant. So I try to make sure that I pay attention to his cues. And so not being familiar with him is, if I was too familiar with him, when those moments would rise up, I would just ignore it. Mm-hmm. And that's some of the things that we do, whether male or female. When we become familiar with another person, we ignore them. We ignore their emotions. We ignore their signs. We ignore their temper tantrums.
Okay, you said something good. So
we ignore.
What are the signs?
Talking.
Okay, go ahead. You flowing. Go ahead. You're flowing with the spirit. Go ahead.
That wasn't the spirit. I was just talking.
Right, go ahead.
But you just ignore it, because most of the times when you get familiar, first of all, I had to make sure that I wanted to make sure that I always kept you like in my eyesight to be the one, like,
okay,
in place of everything else. Because oftentimes you hear men talk about like, oh, I had the opportunity to cheat, and oh, I can be with somebody else, and I can do that, and I can do that. But they never think about women have the options to cheat as well.
Yeah,
we always have options, just as many or more options as they do. This video is a few years too late. I wish I would have known these tips before my marriage ended. Oh, but hey, you may be married again, so it's never too late. So listen, take good notes. But we women often have as many opportunities and chances to cheat as the men do.
Especially our stay-at-home moms.
Yeah, because we never stay at home. Stay-home moms, we never stay home.
Stay-at-home mom, yeah. You better watch and make sure the you better check out for the milkman. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We always have opportunities to look at someone else and admire them. So to make sure I don't get too familiar with him so that somebody else would draw my attention away is I always just try to make sure I see him as the king, as the Lord. Because Lord is, he owns, he's responsible. I don't work. So yes, Lord, that means you're responsible for the lights. You're responsible for the groceries. You're responsible for my hairdo. You're responsible for my nails. You're responsible for my new shoes. You're responsible for my new Brahmin bag. You're responsible.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. All right, that's enough.
Everything. I'll call you Lord. Yeah. Yes, Lord. So in order for me not to be familiar, I got to honor and respect him and be like, okay, I'm going to pay attention to what I have. So that's one of the things I did. I paid attention to what I had, because if you don't pay attention and you become too familiar, somebody else is always watching and paying attention to what we're not paying attention to.
That's true. So that's true. Very true. Very true. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. That's good. You said it good, because that's what happens to a lot of people, and I can tell you too as well. Okay, my man. This one kind of gets on my nerves sometimes too as well. Okay, I'm gonna be calm on this one. Why, when you act like you a child of the king, you have somebody who don't even like God, don't even want to be a part of the church, but they can be more romantic than you can ever be. And you all up in the church, praising, dancing, sowing your seed, but somebody don't even like God, don't even want to be in the church. They can romance better than you. Why is that? Y'all tell me that's why. Why most Christian men cannot romance like they see people that are not even in the church, don't even care. Why is that? Why does that happen?
Because they've gotten too familiar with their wives.
They've got too holy.
But that's part of familiarity.
Okay.
They've gotten familiarity can be defined as comfortable.
Okay.
They've gotten comfortable, and so when you're familiar with something, you're used to it. You kind of think you can figure it out. You know which way it's gonna be, how it's.
But
gonna
how do you
be
get
done.
used to it though?
And
but that should not be on both parts.
It's both parts, and so they don't. Some wouldn't want to. Well, actually, some wouldn't want to learn how to romance or learn to take the time to romance their wives because they are too busy learning how to romance somebody else's wife or learning how to romance another woman outside of their wives.
But
some of them aren't.
But that's not all the time.
Most of them are. And those that aren't is because they're so reserved and they don't actually have anybody around them to show them how to do it properly in the church. How many times do you actually hear sex talked about in the church other than when the pastor committed fornication or the wife cheated or the deacon cheated? Or the pianist cheated with the choir member.
She said no flavor. Stop dating.
Yeah, no flavor. Complacency. Exactly.
Routine becomes religious because you do the same thing all over again, every single time, the same spot. You don't have no creativity. You don't do anything a lot differently, and it's always the same thing all the time. I don't even like to have my bed. We didn't change our bed around now anyway.
Can't wait till the next couple of weeks.
So we just you gotta keep things fresh, keep things going. You gotta keep dating, and you gotta keep on romancing your wife. You gotta keep the same exact thing for men. Okay, well, same exact thing for women. All right, women, this is the key. All right, so just like we are driven by our eyes. There are a whole lot of things that are always in front of our eyes all the time. You think about all the billboards, they're always trying to catch our attention. Pornography always trying to catch our attention. Things, especially GoDaddy.com video, they're always trying to catch our attention. But what happens is, if the television don't have anything to compete with, he going to be locked in. So what does that mean? That means this. If you're not doing anything to make sure you can impress your husband, you become too familiar. You start going to bed with big jogging suits. You start going to bed with a rag on your head. You start going to bed with, what's that white stuff y'all put on your face? All the white stuff on your face. You just look dry when you go to bed. You look dry when they come in the house. I remember when I was doing.
Hold on.
But still on. No. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Okay. I work with a lot of Caucasians, right? Okay. In my business, I used to go to a Caucasian lady house and I put up blinds, right? So I had a long project in the house, so it took me almost a couple of days to finish everything in the house. Every single day, her husband came home by 3:00, right? This woman will run upstairs every single day about 3:00 because she didn't want her husband to see her without makeup. Because she wanted to make sure that when her husband hit the door, she was at the highest level of excellency, period. She wasn't looking dry. When he came in the house, her breath wasn't stinking. When he came in the house, her hair wasn't done. When he came in the house, she didn't look sweaty. When she came in the house, she was fresh. So women. Just like, okay.
That's true to some point. Okay, first of all, our melon popping. Melon.
Right. But look,
but secondly, that is true to some degree. I agree. We need to make sure that we are presentable.
I used to tell you had one dry day a week.
Yeah, you did.
One dry day a week.
Yeah, you gave me one. But the thing about it is, what we don't often think about what the males don't often think about is
what are bonnets?
Bonnets. The black thing I wear on my head with the elastic thing I wear around my hair sometimes. The black thing, the black bonnet thing, the thing Christian had on her hair. This one that we sleep in.
Okay.
The bonnet, like a dome thing. Okay, don't.
Does that look cute?
He don't like any type of headdress. I'm sorry.
All right, Brandon.
We spent too much money on our hair.
Tell me what a bonnet is.
You know what a bonnet is. The black thing I put on my hair. We spent too much money on our hair.
The one you got, the black with just the white around it? That ain't cute.
But it's a bonnet.
All right. Brandon must have a cute bonnet. Brandon must have a cute bonnet.
He doesn't like anything. But we spend so much money on our hair. We can't lay flat on our hair and wake up. We not the one. So the point
I mean, at least when you first get there.
But yes, okay, but here's the thing.
But now when I come in the house and work, you shouldn't have no bonnet on.
No, I agree. I definitely agree. When you come home,
you looking cute all day, then you finally get in the bed, you got a bonnet on your head. No, not even doing that either.
No, when you go in the bed.
Yeah, we gotta talking. No,
we gotta.
But I mean, you should at least get in the bed with me for the first 5 or 10 minutes while we talking. But you in the bed, as soon as we get in the bed, you got a bonnet on and you put a whole jogging suit on.
Okay.
That ain't doing nothing at all.
If they haven't seen each other all day, then yes, be respectful about your headdress and stuff.
Brandon, you better send me a picture of this bunny. It better be cute. Brandon, you better send me a picture of this bunny so I can see what it looks like.
Familiar, right? So he was referring to one of his clients that he had but to me, she always put on makeup, right? She would always make sure she was fresh. So her thing was she honored him in this way. This is what she wanted to do. So that's cool. She was living that life. But that restriction is very hard for women who are raising children all day that barely get a chance to take a bath, that barely get a chance to go to the bathroom by themselves. By the time your husband get home, all you want to do is pass him the child and go to the bathroom to pee because you've held the child all day. You don't care about makeup. You don't care about hair. You don't care about groceries. You don't care about any of that. And after working with the kids, you're tired. The meal, just think about work. They work, bring home the bacon, they drive, and then they ready to.
Personal?
No, not you, because you came a long way.
You're getting emotions.
But I'm just saying, I'm defending the women because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I know how it was. I know how it was.
Stay-at-home moms don't stay at home. You said that earlier.
Well, I know we don't stay at, but when we home.
So you get tired of being out all the time. No. You see that?
No.
You see that? No. She said, stay-at-home mom, stay at home, but we will never be at home. She tired.
She said bonnets called divorce.
Yeah, they do. No, and they're not cute.
Okay, so let's design a fashionable cute bonnet.
But we come out, we are gorgeous.
Exactly.
Not no bonnet, Brandon. You better send me a picture of that cute bonnet.
You know what the bonnet look? Brandon, okay, tag him in a picture of a bonnet.
Brandon, you better tag me the picture of a bonnet.
But familiarity comes
Let me talk to your husband, bro.
Stop talking.
Let me talk to Bro Jackson and see if he like that bonnet.
When you don't try to honor your mate and always wearing the
See, now Brandon say no bonnet.
Always wearing the bonnet. So my question is, what happens if he came home earlier than expected and that's where I was trying to go before he kept interrupting me, Cherie. If he came home earlier than expected and he saw her not looking her best, he should already know her, right? Exactly.
No, he should come out like, I'm going back out. I'm coming
back lying. Because this has happened to me before with Doc A. Because like you said, you're home all day, you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're doing a lot of different things around the house. You can't be the Stepford wife that's commercialized on television. That's not a real woman. I'm sorry. That's a fantasy world. In real life, we women, we slave. We do a lot of things, and I'm not the chick to be slaving with no bleach and high heel shoes. I'm sorry.
Now I give you a break on high heel shoes.
No, it's not gonna work. So I tried to time it. Be like, okay, is this time? I know he'll be home at a certain time like this, so I need to make sure I'm at least decent dressed or whatever. But sometimes it wouldn't work because he come home early, and then you looking like it is what it is now, player. Welcome home. So, I mean, you have to give some leeway. Men, don't be so hard on us.
Don't be too hard. Okay.
They be looking at, not you and not most of the men.
But look. Okay,
men,
all right.
When they get too familiar, they trying to put us women in boxes. It's because a lot of these Barbie doll looking plastic half women walking around here, and that's not the standard. They not real. They get more plastic work. They get all this fake stuff added, and but you just struck a nerve now. I'm just saying. Don't be familiar with your mate.
She going on.
But that ain't right talking about the bonnets.
You can't wear no bonnet.
Because we gotta protect our
hair.
All
right, check. All right, I'll be a little lenient. Let's do this. All right, so be sure to share you all.
Yes,
share,
we can take it off for 5, but when it's time to lay your head on the pillow, please put your bonnet on your head.
But not as soon as you get in the bed.
No, when you up talking, wear your hair. No,
but not as soon as you get in the bed.
When you talking, I don't put my thing on. I sit up and talk to you. I've started doing it. Did I not start?
She been having that bonnet on sometime.
The other night I didn't. I didn't put it on till later.
Okay. All right. You got.
But if I'm tired and I don't want to talk and I done seen you all day, don't expect me to get in the bed.
Now that's different. But that's different. Now we've been together all day.
We've been together all day. I can't keep giving you 5-minute conversation.
But if I've been out,
my scarf going to African scarf, whatever it is.
But if I've been out all day,
fixing it.
Okay, and I can. All right, check this out, women. If your husband's been out all day, all right, this still familiarity. If your husband's been out all day working, all right.
My voice got high and
everything. Believe it or not,
I was feeling that.
He's noticing other men. If men say they're not noticing other women, they lying.
She said they have abundant fights.
Okay, so they lying if they don't notice other women. It's okay. God created fearfully and wonderfully made. So, men, I know you notice. Just don't let it card in your head. So, if I'm looking just like women look, and they can sit up there and act like they super holy, they look too as well. But if you look and you come in the house, you've been seeing a nice girl all day come in the house. Like I said, we have bunny fights all the time. You got to do kids better than that, Nadine.
She said, I know what I'm buying my girl for her birthday, a bunny.
It better not be no bunny. It better not be no bunny. So, but look, if you've been out all day, and as soon as the man walk in the house, you got a bonnet on, you looking sweaty, I don't care if you've been cooking on the stove all day. If you come in the house, the first thing you do is go to the bathroom, freshen up, clean your teeth, put your hair, get some fake makeup or whatever you got to do on, and look presentable. Because when I'm in the car and I'm coming to the house, the first thing I'm doing, I'm putting some mints in my mouth. Yeah. I'm making sure I look fresh. So when I kick the door, I know the first thing me and my wife are going to do, I'm going to give her a kiss. I'm going to give her a hug. So I want to make something smelling fresh. I want to make something looking good. I don't like them either. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you, Noah. What's up, man? So I'm going to do all the right things to make sure that I'm not too familiar with my wife. I'm going to make sure that she notices, like, my husband smells good. He's been working all day.
But, however, guys, now on Saturdays and Sundays when you're home lounging around with your mate, we want you to look good just as much as you want us to look good as well. We don't want to see you in your old holier-than-thou joggers that are comfortable, your old track clothes that you used to run track in from back in the day, your football shorts that you used to dream about being the best NFL player, and a jersey. We want to see you looking nice as well. Those same qualifications of not being too familiar, because men get too familiar. It's not fair that it's one-sided. That the woman got to be dressed up all the time, but on the weekend, a man gets to lounge around in socks and workout pants and workout shirts and no smell good, no fresh breath, farting all over the place, eating all over the place. Natural. Fart all over the place is not natural.
It's natural. You'll die from a stand in. You gotta let that stuff go.
But no, we need it not to be too familiar. We need the same
socks and flip flop. That's it.
No, socks and flip flop, Pat.
So he said we got to cut the grass, so we put on the comfortable clothes. There you go. So you got to work.
Okay, so you putting on comfortable clothes, Aaron, to cut the grass and clean around the house.
Now, what about? Said you want to pass them and smell some good cologne, great cologne.
Exactly. Yep. Women, we are sensitive to smell.
And I do wear my cologne.
I'm not talking about. I'm giving a point, babe. My points are not about you. Because I'll tell you. You know, I'll tell you.
Yep.
What up, fam? Me and Jesus in the building.
What's up,
hey, girl. But yeah, man. Just like y'all got on lounge clothes to cut the grass and to wash the cars and all that good stuff. Give the woman some opportunity to have on lounge around clothes, to wash your clothes, to cook your meals, to tend to your children, to tend to your every beck and request without having always be made up.
Okay, so how many days per week should the woman have dry days?
That's on them. I can't dictate somebody's house.
I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, I gave her one dry day a week. One dry day. One dry day, she can have her hair like she want to be. She can just put on what she want to put on. One dry day a week. So.
I think that's based on their relationship.
Yeah, but I like my wife to look good. I like you to smell good. I like you to look presentable. When I come in the house, I want you to be like, bang, that's my wife.
But y'all better believe, when I get ready to get comfortable, all have to be. Because lounge days are lounge days. It's
lounge days are lounge days.
So establish your lounge days so it don't become too familiar. And that's the thing we're talking about, familiarity, to where, because the thing that I see oftentimes is,
well, you should always
hold on, you're going to make me lose my point.
Okay, go ahead.
The point that I was going to make before Dr. A almost made me forget it was, oftentimes we dress up to go to work.
Yep.
The male and female, both.
Yep.
We wear our best clothes, our best shoes. We smell the best. We keep mints in our mouths. All the time we make sure our hair is on point. Our clothes are on fleek. Every time we go out to a business meeting or to work or to some type of social activity or any other thing that represents us being in an environment of other people to make us look good. But the person that really has our heart and our attention that we should always be thinking about looking good for, we tend to push them to the side and be like, oh, they ain't going nowhere. Oh, he know how I am. He know how I look when I'm dressed up. He know how I look. She know how I look when I put my clothes on. I look like this now, but when I put on my express shirt, males, or my pants and stuff, I'm the beast then. I'm beast mode. So we shouldn't get like that. We should always love and respect each other's time frame and the parents, so that we don't open doors up so that someone else can start getting the attention of our mate or our spouse that we're trying to get the attention to.
1 or 2 lounge days, but on fleek, the others for that. And then even your lounge days, you still can be cute. You still have cute joggers. You still have cute.
You do. But some people can't.
I guess you can have cute bonnets. I'm waiting to see this cute bonnet. So you probably can have some. What? You can't afford. You go to the dollar store and find some stuff cute that match.
That's true. But I ain't counting nobody money. You know, I can't.
You can go to the dollar store and find some cute joggers that match or something, some lounge clothes that match.
They just want to be free. Somebody may not even want to put on clothes. They may want to have on.
Cool.
No, hush.
That's cool. You can do that too.
Okay.
Just don't have a bonnet on.
We can go to the next point because I was getting ready to talk about the muumuus. I love the dashiki. Those things are just the best things.
They get old.
But so I gotta find.
They were good at first, but they getting old.
So the next point of familiarity.
No, talk about dashikis.
No. We're not talking about them.
Yeah, we can move on from that. Okay.
But nice lounge around clothes, something that you both can relate to and enjoy and be comfortable with. All right?
So we had. So you go ahead. One of your points.
So the next point is. I kind of talked about that because it's like you just letting them see you at your worst and you don't care. Okay. So that was the other point of being familiarity. He should buy her what he wants her to wear.
I like that, Renee.
I agree.
Absolutely. That's why.
And make sure it fit.
And make sure it fit right. Make sure it fit real tight. However you want to do it. You know, it's up to you. It's up to you, homie. Make sure you hook up. All right, you took so much your point. Okay, so the danger of getting too familiar. Okay, this is one of the main reasons that a lot of people don't talk about in divorce, because they became too familiar with their mate. So the reason why you hear people say, you know what, I love him, but I'm not really in love with her no more. That means he became too familiar, or the things they used to do to make sure that, keep it tight. I was like,
right,
I like
tight. That ain't coming for nobody.
Yeah, keep it tight. But I'm tight, one size small, man. Oh yeah. She wear that bonnet tight, you wake up in the morning talking my head hurt. I got a headache for some odd reason because you got your headscarf on, it's too tight. You got a wrap thing on that's too tight, and you put an ugly bonnet on top of it. No, you okay, baby? Oh, you okay, baby?
Why you talking about when I wake up with the thing on my head?
You got a bonnet. You know you got a whole wrinkle in your forehead right there for your bonnet being too tight. She put the scarf on and then the thing to wrap your hair and then the bonnet on top of it. Come on, that's too much. Wake up in the morning, my head hurt. Wake up in the morning, can't satisfy your husband time your head hurt. I know why your head hurt. You got too much stuff on your head. All right, come on, let's move on. You trip. Let's move on. All right. So the danger of getting too familiar. Okay, for one, the bonnet ring. See, look at that. Who want to have a bonnet ring? Oh, y'all stop wearing them things today. It causes your head to hurt all the time. Come on, keep it real. Jay do the black power fist up. Come on. All right, so the danger of getting too familiar with your mate is
making jokes about your mate in front of everybody else when they don't feel comfortable about it.
I'm not making jokes about you.
No, we're good.
All y'all go with that.
But in the beginning, though, you used to run out. Because Dr. A let stuff roll off his lips and he just be talking and I just be looking at him like, really? You gonna put me on blast like that in front of people?
Because
in the beginning of your relationships, after the first 5 years, you think you can be free to say anything and everything. Yeah. That's familiarity. You don't do that. You don't uncover your mate in front of people because people run with that and then they gossip and be talking about it. And sometimes you could be lying just to be telling a joke to get people laughing at you. Yeah. But you've already painted that picture, so you have to make sure. My husband as well. Oh, talking about the bunny? What's she talking about?
Probably talking about the bunny at first.
Oh, at first about the joke. Yeah, he just be running off at the mouth, and I be looking like, Okay, we're going to have this conversation. So don't get so familiar with your mate that you feel like, oh, it's okay to just say whatever I want to say. You know, she good, he good. You know, you never know if you hurt the guy's feelings or whatever, because a lot of guys, sometimes they can be a little sensitive about stuff, so you can't tell all their business.
Yeah, I know that'd be sensitive if you wearing bonnets to bed every night. That's real sensitive. You get real sensitive.
We gonna talk. I'm sleeping in my bonnet tonight, yo. If y'all want to send bonnets to Dr. Singleton,
no,
you can email them. I mean, you can mail them to our PO box at 9005.
Whatever.
What's our PO box?
Don't worry about it because we ain't getting no bonnets on there. All right, so check this out.
I'll post it down below in the comment section.
Okay, so listen.
For you to
all right, so listen.
Cute bonnets.
All right, listen.
And we'll test them out to see if
Doc
A likes
them.
them.
Test them out by yourself. Test them out when you're home by yourself and then see if they're cute. All right, so
another one is being familiar. Go ahead.
Okay, so really, becoming too familiar with your mate is really a bottom line of a whole lot of things that causes divorce. So what we're trying to do is give you keys. Yeah, we're having fun, but we really want to give you real life keys to prevent you from becoming too familiar with your mate. So what does this mean is that you're really trying to put things in place so you can always try to impress your mate. Yeah, it may seem like it's work, like, man, I ain't got time to keep doing all that, but marriage is work. You should work your marriage every single day and intentionally solidify, my word, intentionally solidify your marriage. That's my word. Y'all might say solidify, I say solidify. I just made the word up. But intentionally solidify your marriage or make your marriage solid by putting these protective hedges around your family by doing a simple thing. So when it comes down to that, you definitely want to make sure that whatever it took in the beginning to impress your mate, that you always try to impress your mate. That's something I do. Even myself, she think I go to the gym. I love to go to the gym, but really I'm going to the gym because I always want to keep my body intact. So when my wife look at my body, I ain't worried about Morris Chestnut or anybody flashing across the screen with their chest out and they six pack going on. But you visualizing too much. I don't like that.
I'm trying to think of somebody else. Who else?
You visualize too much. You visualize too long when I said that. Y'all saw her eyes when I'm too long when I said Morris Chestnut?
No, I
don't. We ain't going with that. But anyway, look, check it out. So anyway, husbands. All right. So some husbands.
I was trying to think of somebody else though when you said going to the gym.
Okay, so but check this out. So you want to make sure you do certain things to impress your wife. So just again, I make sure I go to the gym to keep my body tight. So my wife look at my body, she can say, my husband still got it. Versus somebody pop on TV, I'm trying to hurry up change TV because he got a six pack and I don't. Insecurity come up. So you got to do things to go to the gym. Women too as well. Go to the gym. Keep your body tight. That's why you won't have to worry about trying to get stuff sucked in your skin or stuff sucked out because you got long rolls.
To go get it sucked out.
But if you still don't have the habit to work out, it's gonna come back.
I know.
So that one number one rule.
Get some money one day to go. But then too, because the gym,
the gym is commitment. Because I've seen
commitment, but most of the time it's like scheduling for some of the women.
No, it ain't. Because what happens is if you go get everything sucked out, if you don't have a habit of going to the gym, that stuff you got sucked out gonna end up blowing right back up. That same baby fat that's been your baby fat, your baby 18 years old, gonna come right back on your body. Because the baby fat is not your baby fat when that child is 10 years old. And that's a point. You can hashtag that. But go to the gym, take care of your body. I'm gonna say that's real key for me. Go to the gym. Gym time is a must. Take care of your body because if you're not taking care of your body, things start falling apart. Body weight exercise. You can do body weight exercise, stuff you can do at home. Take care of your body, women. Take care of your body, man. It don't make any sense for you to walk around and have a big beer belly.
But I was going to say that they may not always be able to go to the gym, but they could do stuff around the house. There's some people
not washing clothes. Some
people can. There are different exercise regimens. Washing clothes requires
washing clothes.
If you stop talking and let me talk,
washing clothes,
I can get my words out.
Is that a Webster?
You squat when you're washing clothes. But I was gonna say is, however, care for the temple.
There you go.
You care for the temple, and at the same time, when you can get into the gym, go to the gym
every day. 2 or 3 times a week.
That's Dr. A's regimen of working out every day.
You got to keep your body tight.
Some people's schedule will not allow them to go to the gym every day, sir.
But we're trying to give them
no.
Well, they can do something in the house. You got free YouTube videos.
You let me say what I was gonna say. I was gonna say all that till you kept saying no. They can't work out at home.
So give them some tips. Give them some tips on how to keep their body in shape then at home. Because you used to say, "Well, I'm cleaning the house all the time and I'm folding clothes. That's my exercise." That's not exercise. You're not burning no calories. Not enough. Just stay tight. Go ahead. Okay, so go to the
Are
gym.
you finished talking?
Go ahead. I'm gonna give you your turn.
There are a lot of workout tapes that you can use at home to work out if you want to work out, ladies. There's Zumba on Wii. There's all kind of activities on YouTube, things you can do if your schedule don't allow you to go to the gym. Because most people, you can work out at home, take walks, exactly.
Yep.
You can walk your neighborhood. That's one of my favorites. I love getting out and walking and doing that. So you can do that. You can, like I said, you can do the Zumba workouts on YouTube. You can do the Zumba on Wii. There's a lot of workout tapes out there that you can do. If you find somebody that you connect with in a neighborhood you want to work out with, that's fine. Based off of your work schedule, your children's homework schedule, mealtime, bedtime. All of that's important. Most men don't really think about that.
Yeah.
So to the male, they don't have an understanding of everything that underlines that goes in a full day schedule. So it's easy for most male to say, oh, just go to the gym, because all they say is, okay, I'm going to the gym, but they haven't thought about anything else. So you have to put it in it. That point was yours, because I kind of help cover things up. So he work out as much as he wants to. But for women who cannot, get it in as often as you can when you can. Dr. A and Brandon are brothers.
Because he knows Brandon knows what's going on. Because
it's true, but it goes back to your schedule. So work out. Don't be too. We are tired smuckers. Sometimes. Yes, girl, you ain't got to explain. I feel you, Brandon. You ain't got to explain, Dr. A. I feel
Brandon, you stay at home too as well?
No, look, we are active. We are
Don't
not
you stay at home too as
home.
well? Yeah. But you got to keep your body tight.
You've seen my schedule for the last couple of days.
But you still got to keep your body tight.
You went to the gym yesterday. You didn't even come home. You didn't even think about it.
Because we're working every Wednesday together.
But no. So, yesterday, okay, I'm going to talk about him now. Being familiarity is not good when it comes to certain things with your mate. So, he got off work, left work, and called me and said, I'm going to the gym.
No.
Okay.
No, because you just told on live TV.
He called me and said, I'm going to.
I did not say it.
What'd you say?
I said, do you want me to come home?
He
said that. You see that? I just called. I got to drink to that.
His first statement was, do you want me to come home?
I said, do you
anytime he calls me.
And she said yes.
No, I'm talking. Hush. Shut talking.
If she said yes, I would come home.
Anytime Doc A calls me and says, do you need me to come home? That tells me he is about to go to the gym. So I told him, do whatever you about to do. I'm just came from the grocery store. I'm packing the groceries. And I'm getting ready to start dinner. Dinner hadn't crossed his mind what the girls gonna eat.
You did such a great job.
Start testing what time they had to be in the bed.
You did such a great job.
None of that crossed his mind at all. He just knew when I get out of work, I'm going to take care of my wife's body. And he got home at like 9 o'clock.
I'm going to take care of my wife's body.
So it is sometimes easier for the male to work out more than the female. That's okay. But the point of the workout talk that we've talked about for about 30 minutes was not being so familiar with your mate that you don't take care of your body.
And you let your body fall off.
You just
because if you let your body fall off, sometimes you can't help it. But for those that can't help it, be sure to take care of your body, because for one, it's two things that come with taking care of your body. One, it gives you opportunity to live a long life. So you want to make sure that you are exercising properly to take care of your body. The second thing, if you keep your body tight, then you don't have to worry about your mate looking at somebody else that's shaped like a Coke bottle and you might be shaped like a box. So I'm just telling the truth. Because man, tell the truth. If you're married, right, and your wife's body shaped like a box and you working around
What if it was a box when they got together?
No. Or if it was a box we got together, he might like big boxes. That's him. I don't like big boxes. I don't like big boxes. So it may have been a big box we got together. But look, you got to keep your body tight, women. All right? At least show that you have the audacity to try to go to the gym and work. He said SpongeBob. To at least make sure you go into the gym and work out your body to make sure you keep your body tight. Even if it's not perfect, but your husband see that you're trying to get your body tight. Not to try to say I'm working out, I'm killing myself trying to do this, but at least work out to keep your body tight. Men, the same exact way. Men, keep your body tight because you walking around with love handles on, stomach hanging. If your wife like that, don't change it. I ain't hating. But you got to take care of your body, man. We got to take care of our body because, for one...
Well, they do, because after a while, if that belly gets to growing and you can't I was gonna go there. You can't find a jewel.
You can't find a jewel. You gotta use. You gotta use a foot.
Problem.
You gotta use a foot mirror to find a jewel.
How we gonna work this too?
You gotta use a foot mirror to find a jewel. So listen, come on, man. Let's take that
Let's go back to being familiarity. Okay.
So it is more the effort than intense exercise. So it is more the effort than, it's more the effort. Absolutely. The effort to put in to try to make sure that you work out your body so you don't have that muffin top like my brother would say. But work out your body. I mean, work out and put it in.
You're I'm going to say a gymnast, but it's not a gymnast. Trainer, Patrick, professional trainer, right? So you find that most people that come in there have different body shapes. They're all not created the same, and they're different workout regimens. So can they not work out at home, and can they not work out in the gym and still get some similar results if they just do it consistently?
Consistently, you said that.
My husband must work out.
See, she want her husband to work out too as well. It's the same as that way. You want me to work out?
I didn't say I don't. Yeah, because if you that's
right.
True.
So what's the difference? What's the difference?
Well, but it's not like a mandatory, and we're talking about familiarity. Right. Like, we're talking about like if their mates may be content with them. So we're talking about being familiar with one another.
Right. So I'm becoming familiar with you. If I stop working out and let my body go to the south, okay,
and not care and be
it is what it is. She gonna love me for who I am. She said different bodies take different techniques. Absolutely. So if I just let my body fall off and say it is what it is, I'm always going to have her. She always going to give me something I want, something. She always going to love me for who I am. I just start getting fat around my neck. I got 4 chins around here. My chest and fell all the way down here. I just don't care at all. What is that going to do?
It's going to become a problem.
It's going to become a problem.
Another key of not being familiar with your mate is to listen to their requests. Because oftentimes your mate will tell you what they need. Whether they need quality time with you. No, can't stand big bellies.
There you go.
Me either. Whether they need quality time with you. Whether they need gifts. If you haven't given gifts in a while. Because their love language requires certain attentions at certain times. Mm-hmm. If you haven't did anything around the home. And you just letting things go. You just coming and going. And you're not having any community. One thing to me, familiarity is communication.
Yeah, that's
when
good.
we feel like we've been together for so long that I don't have to answer to you about anything. I don't have to tell you where I'm going, what I'm doing, who I'm doing with, or what time I'm coming back. That's not right.
You lose a level of respect.
That's not right in relationships, marriages, or dating relationships. That's not right at all. You should hold each other accountable. You should at least honor and respect each other enough to keep the trust bond, because once you break trust, that is the most difficult thing to try to rebuild.
Absolutely.
And so you want to make sure that you don't become so familiar with your spouses or your partner that you're dating that you stop communicating with them. And oftentimes as years progress, you just stop communicating. You stop telling them about your emotions. You stop telling them what you're thinking. You stop telling them about your dreams and ambitions. You just stop talking.
Yeah.
And so that is a big killer in relationship. That is a big killer in marriages, is because communication fails. We get so familiar with one another that when we come in, if both of us are working, we both coming in at 6 o'clock in the evening from a long day's work. We're both tired and we're passing each other. Hey. How was your day? Good. How was your day? Fine. You hungry? No. Stopped and picked up something. You?
Boring. Some people's marriages are so boring. They just don't do anything at all. And I think that's big too as well, what Keppel's going to. Because as I talk to people all day. And when I came home, I was pretty tired. I didn't feel like talking to anybody else. But I always saved some type of communication for my wife. So if I knew something happened on the news or something happened in the city, something was going on, I always tried to have some type of conversation I had with my wife when I came home. So even if we say, babe, you heard what happened in the city today? What happened at the game? What happened with this? What happened with this? Or she simply sometimes even want to just know what happened how was my day. So we just talk about, how was your day? My day was like this. It went this. Just give a drawdown just to create that conversation. We used to have that, when we first started our communicating, we had that couch time, that 10-minute couch time. So I would do, as soon as I come into the house, the first 10 minutes, my kids knew, everybody knew that mom and dad was going to have that first 10 minutes couch time to where we sat down to talk with each other. What that does is really keep our relationship glued together. It keeps us tight. It keeps our communication tight, for one, because I know my wife, her love language was communication, was words of communication. So I had to talk. What is it? What's the love language?
What's my love language?
What's the love language? How you say it? Words of communication.
No.
It is communication.
No,
what's the correct word?
That's not my love language. Quality time is.
Well, quality, same thing. Communication.
Communication and quality
same
time.
Thing. I forgot the terminology in the book. But quality
I knew
time.
what he was talking
So
about.
quality time is I'm gonna come in the house. I'm not gonna keep my focus on. I'm tired. I'm gonna focus and give her that quality time she needs the first 10 minutes of the day. Even now when I come home, I sit down, I speak to her because I know that quality time it builds her love tank. So I have to make sure I keep myself in tune. Just like she was saying, well, I haven't got into flowers in a long time. Like, man, I haven't bought any flowers in a long time. So I had to remind myself, just like I can't fall off on that. So I got to keep buying my wife flowers. The things that she like to do.
Yes, thank you for posting that,
Yeah,
Brandy.
5 love languages.
If you don't know what we're talking about when we're talking about love languages, there's a book by Gary Chapman called The 5 Love Languages. We absolutely request that anybody in a relationship, dating, married, learn yourself and learn your spouse, because as you learn this book, it teaches you the different languages of how your mate speaks or the person you're interested in speaks, and it helps you understand why they act the way they do. So you can kind of figure out the struggles and the silent. It is physical touch, quality time, words of affirmation.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay, the 5 love languages is there's physical touch. If it's a person that likes to be touched all the time and they feel loved every time, they just need to be touched. There's quality time, that no matter what, you have to give this person quality time or they will feel invaluable and insecure. The other one is words of affirmation. These are people that are built up based off of words from people, and anybody around them. They need words to survive. It is acts of service, cleaning, doing things, helping around the house, helping on the workplace, little small things, ins and outs. Acts of service, this person needs it. And then there's one that is gifts. It doesn't matter how bad you mess up and do. If you bring a gift, you won the world. You've done everything. So those are 5 different types of languages. You have gifts. You have acts of services. You have quality time. You have words of affirmation, and you have touch. So this book again is by Gary Chapman. It's called The 5 Love Languages.
That's a good book.
So what we're talking about is not being so familiar. Is that you have to understand your mate to know where they are, or they'll feel like what are they there for? Like, why am I even in a relationship? I might as well just be in a relationship by myself, because obviously you don't respect me. Obviously you don't care enough about me to learn me. Obviously you don't care enough about me to even check to see how I'm doing. Obviously, you just doing you, and you just want me for sex, and I'm not about that life.
And now your marriage can become like that too as well. So it's also too key about that book too, because just because your mate identified that that's their love language, their love language change. Their love language change as you all mature. So that's something to think about too as well. So when you see, okay, her love language is this, okay, that thing would change over time, and you have to make sure that you have those communications to access to as well. One thing
seasons.
Right, the seasons change. One thing we do too as well, sometimes I just ask, and my wife, you asked me this a few months ago, tell me, what do you just like right now? What drives you? What gets you excited again? So we sat down and we talked to those things. I said, this excites me, this excites me, this is what I like to see. So we had that communication, and a lot of times we ask, okay, well, how am I doing? That's what you got to be careful of, because if you ask the question, how am I doing in this relationship, and they tell you the truth, and then you get offended, they will never tell you the truth again. They're going to say, you good. And then all the while along, everything is constantly building up, and then before you know it, things will fall apart because that person cannot be honest with you anymore. So as long as you can have open communication, talk about the love languages, ask how you doing. Even now, I always ask, how's your love tank? Because I know that if I buy my wife some flowers, I give her time, her love tank's going to be tight, and then later on, I'm going to be tight. Y'all hear me, man? You got to understand how to do those things correctly. So, but marriage is a strategy. It's not that you're trying to get over, but it's something that you're doing intentionally to make sure that your mate.
It's like a business plan.
You can say it's a business plan. It's a strategy.
You have to put a plan together. You have to think it through. You have to lay out the systems, the mission, the mandate, the quota. Your goals, where you're trying to go, what you're trying to reach, what you're trying to accomplish. And then you have to constantly revisit that thing and tweak it and find out what's working and what's not working. Because often he be like, okay, tell me how I'm doing in this. Tell me how I'm doing that. And so men and women both, we have to be okay with learning the truth. Because I used to be like, I ain't telling you because you really don't want to know. You don't want to know. He's like, no, I'm like, no, tell me. I'm like, you don't want to know. And so now I've gotten to the place where I talk all the time. He's like, just shut up. You gave me enough for the day. I have too much I got to work on. So it is very important that you communicate and you work it out with your mates so that you stay on top of your relationships and build strategies and systems for success. Yes, Candace, that's
Absolutely.
it. You build the strategies and system. And one other thing that I wanted to talk to about familiarity. How many couples do you know they get so familiar with each other, like when it's time to go to bed? Now you talked about the bonnet, but this is not Dr. A, so I'm just using this hypothetically. But what about in the relationships where you get so comfortable where you just disrespectful in the bed, you hog all the covers, you snore.
People can't help snoring.
Some people people have a case to where they need to get it fixed and they just too stubborn to get it fixed, and then the mate just has to deal with the obnoxious noise and disturbance at night. And so they just become so familiar that it's like, hey, we've been here this long, why are you complaining? Get you some earplugs. So you have some people that have those issues, so you want to make sure that you are respectful with each other when it comes to that. And also, what about like when you go to dinner?
Yeah.
How do some people get so familiar to where they stop being polite and nice at the dinners?
Husbands opening doors. I'm gonna ask you this question: if your mate, when you all go out, does he still open the door for you? Does he still open the car door for you? I don't even let my wife touch the car door. I don't even hardly let my wife touch the restaurant door. I don't even hardly let my wife touch the grocery store door, because I'm always, grocery store automatically open now. But does your mate still do the basic fundamental things that show honor and respect to your mate? If your mate has not opened the door for you the last few years, your car door, it just seems like I just automatically watch this when we out and about. When I'm out and about somewhere at the grocery store, I see, just pay attention to this tomorrow. When you go out, look at husband and wife couples. Look around and see how many husbands actually open the door for their mates, their wives, when they go into a car. I guarantee you, you're going to see less than 5% when you go to the grocery store. Most mates, because we're rushing, we're automatically going straight to our cars. Husband on the side, wife on that side. They don't even open the doors. The husband's not even opening the door for the wife no more. It's even a habit for me. When I come to my house, I open the door. I let my wife in first. So we lost a level of honor and we became too familiar with our mates. So that's an easy sign to know if your mate has become too familiar with you. And the reason why is that because we're not keeping the same things it took to keep the mate at a level of respect and honor. Okay? So we're about an hour and 7 minutes, Dr. C. Any last words you want to say? I have one more point. I put this down. What we continue to respect is what we will continue to grow. All right, I'm going to say it again. What we continue to respect is what we will continue to grow. So in our marriages, if we continue to grow our marriages, that means intentional studying. That means intentional making things better. That means intentional asking questions of how am I feeling? How am I doing? What am I doing as a husband? How am I doing romance? How am I doing with making sure the love tank is full? If I put those things in place to intentionally make sure that I want my marriage to grow, then we're going to grow. Okay, so again, what we continue to respect is what we will continue to grow. So that's it for tonight. We'll see you all next Tuesday, not this upcoming Tuesday. Be sure to share this video and let's do let's do life together. Let's make sure that we are protecting the covenant of marriage. Make sure you're looking around, encouraging people. If you can mentor some marriages, the more of us that are mentoring marriages, we are saving God's original plan to make sure that families are successful, and that's the reason why we're here. So if you don't know of anybody again that's in the Katy surrounding area that's looking for a great church home, progressive ministry, tell them to come and check us out. Now You Know Life Church. If you all are on here and you haven't had a chance to go and like our Facebook page, please do us a favor, go and like our Facebook page, share the news, share the message, because we want people to know that there's a ministry in this city that cares about family. We're not traditional, we're not religious, and if you're not perfect, don't feel like you have a house to come to if you're not perfect. That's who we are. We love to build and have life together. So anything else you want to add?
Send us your questions. If there's topics or points that you would like for us to discuss and talk about, send it to us via Facebook. You can IBM us, or
IBM us.
I think they call it like IBM.
Messengers. Just message.
No, it's a
IBM.
It's a
IBMer?
It's abbreviation.
Okay. Okay.
Inbox us.
Inbox us.
Because he didn't totally threw me off.
Just inbox us. Just shoot us a message.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Dr. A don't know. I have to hit him up on some.
And any questions you all have, just be sure.
Send it to us.
Be sure to send it to us via Facebook, or just simply put the questions down here on here as well. Okay.
Yes. So have a fabulous night. We love you. We love your relationships
Bless you all.
to be successful. We love your marriages to be prosperous. And we love the great work that you're doing to make the best life that you can make in this world. So if you didn't know, now you know. Have a wonderful night.
Love you all.
You guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Salute. That was cool.